No, son.
I got podium off. I got 3 off. I don't know which one she's on.
It's the French.
This is the one up
Smart
top.
kid.
That's old podium.
And as the children's
No, it's over here now.
understanding of who's in charge grew,
God is the strongest person in the whole world. Nope. He is too, God is. The principal is. I know. Who's that lady? That's Aunt Gorilla.
and then, moving on out of the school building, the children became very aware of the Foreign Mission Board hierarchy. The night that Dr. Parks ate here, this is not this session, a couple of sessions ago, there was no place for him or Mrs. Parks at second to the table for 4, where 2 4th grade MKs were already eating. As the parents slowly slipped under the table, one of the 4th grade boys came over and his father said,
Son, do you know whom you were eating with? Of course, Jeremy.
Our goal for the MKs at the MK building is for them to experience exit orientation.
Did you have a good time at field day? Oh, yes. I bet I had more fun than those kids back in America.
Can we turn out the lights, please? Tom, hit the lights. Hit the lights. You want lights? Lights. The light switches. Lights. You want video up? You want video up? Ready?
Good morning, and welcome to BIPN, Baptist Interplanetary. Good morning, welcome to BIPN, Baptist Interplanetary Network. It is time for our weekly feature spot. You are there. Our feature close-up today takes us to a suburb of Richmond, Virginia. This marks the 50th anniversary of the Missionary Learning Center, that renowned institution whose alumni have gone all over this world and others. As we near the area, you are able to get a feel for the grounds. For our reporter on the scene is Lotta Moon. Hello, Lotta. Are you there?
Yes, Steve. Hello. I'm standing here on the campus of the Missionary Learning Center by the large world fountain currently under construction. This area remains the last vestige of open land. This Missionary Learning Center is a rural retreat, completely surrounded, as you can tell, by metropolitan Rockville, and of course, it also is a part of the Northeast Corridor. This morning, we are very fortunate to be able to speak with 3 of the faculty members of the Missionary Learning Center. We're going to be finding out more about this fascinating place. Our first guest, oh, here she comes now, is the program director, Miss Virginia Mountain. Hello, Miss Mountain. I understand you've been in this position for 20 years.
That's correct, Lotta. I came into this position following Ms. Hill. With our expansion and increasing visibility, the FMB felt that I was the logical choice.
Yes, of course. Miss Mountain, I wonder if you could tell us some things about your curriculum that would be of particular interest to this viewing audience.
I'd be happy to. We have a varied and intense program lasting only 3/8 of a light year. highlighted by many exciting program elements, but especially Dr. Lori Graham's unit on out-of-this-world theology. Sounds interesting. We're all very excited about the discovery of the colony on the backside of the planet Venus. And we know that you at the Foreign Mission Board plan to be among the first to reach this group. We know that you're in planning and you're setting up your objectives and goals in that direction. Is that right? We certainly are. We hope to be the first to enter this new culture. As you know, the dialect spoken there is very similar to the one heard last century in parts of the southern United States. We have called out of retirement that great language knower of southern speech patterns, Terry Waller. Terry will be our language coach here on Earth. Well, you'll have to excuse me. It's almost time for the 9 o'clock break, and I have to make sure the barricade is up in the cafeteria. Thank you, Miss Ellen. Here comes another staff person. I believe, yes, it's the director of the facilities here, Mr. Harry Noel. I've been so impressed by the facilities and everything I've seen here. I understand that you're in charge of all of that. I bet you're using some very innovative systems here, aren't you? Could you tell us about some of them?
Certainly, I'd be glad to. I suppose the one thing that's produced considerable peace and shortened the community concern sessions by 15 minutes each week is the individualized environmental pack that you see the missionaries wearing.
I hadn't noticed that. I wondered if it was a part of the culture here. I didn't understand that.
Well, each person is able to control the heating and cooling in their own space by a computer. It's also designed to handle load shed because it comes with an auxiliary battery pack.
That is really fascinating. Now, are they able to take these units to the field with them, though?
Oh, no, they can't do that, but we encourage them to periodically program their units to either be too hot or too cold. We're also very proud of our food service. Zoological sterilization and biological organisms. We're completely in line with all the recommendations from the world-renowned David Steverson Interplanetary School of Nutrition. We serve only green, yellow, and brown nutrition capsules, never red or blue. Well, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to the loading dock. We're expecting a shipment of blue toilet paper this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Noel. Thank you very much.
As I look around, oh yes, here's the other program person, and I believe this is the children's program director, right? Miss Cruella Rickshaw. Miss Rickshaw, I hear that you are the great-granddaughter of the first headmaster of the MK school.
Yes, I am. I'm only the granddaughter. You know, her son didn't get out of school very early.
That's right. I recall that now.
Trip she took to Berkeley. Permanent student. But other than that, she left quite a legacy. Her most famous contribution was providing parent care for the children on a 24-hour-day basis.
Very interesting. But tell me, what are some of the things that you're doing now in the children's program?
Well, we take the children on frequent field trips to places like Niagara Falls over the Barrel, Grand Canyon, and up the Amazon on crocodiles or alligators. That helps us use a sentence that my grandmother left us about boys and alligators. And last session, we were even able to go to Disney Moon. We spent 2 days, and the children were totally absorbed into the culture. The only drawback was when they returned, their speech was similar to that of Donald's and not Larson. I suppose, though, that the most modern addition to the MK school has to be our robot, R2TT. He replaced Miss Cindy. Robot from a subdivision of NASA when they broke up. It is programmed to assist young children in acquiring diaper elimination skills. Oh, you'll excuse me. It's time to go. I'm interviewing a new man teacher that, well, my grandmother actually started looking for him, but she never found one.
I wish you all the best in that. Thank you for allowing for us to visit this morning. I'm sure this has been very enlightening and informative, and we want to again thank the Foreign Mission Board and the Missionary Learning Center for allowing us to hover over the facility as we have taped this feature. And so, back to you, Steve. So long from MLC. Are we off the air yet? Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life down here.
Well, you've all heard of a bunch of space cadets. We have finally a few presentations, serious presentations to make. But before we do that, we have one special presentation that some of the ladies got together. This is from Corella's fan club, and they worked especially hard for you, Corella, and they'd like for you to open this now. And we have some other. Would you like to divulge the real size of those?
Of course. Just one.
Always appropriate.
I'd like for the Hoaglands to come up here, please, and the McCords, and Corella and Barbara, please. Would y'all come up here? We don't know any of y'all's deep, dark secrets, so you're pretty safe.
You're the last group to know
We just got together and we decided we wanted to do something special. It's hard to get all the words into one feeling, but we want you to know that we love you and we appreciate everything that you've done for us these 8 weeks, and we have a presentation to give to you. Good, ladies. We hope that this will remind you of our group and that you'll never be able to forget all these.
Forget some of it, please.
Don't let this be like that book we find in the trash can.
We love y'all. One of them was done late last night. Georgia, would you come up here, please? We didn't forget you. Georgia is special to our quad. I don't, she's just been a part of us, and we love her very much, but we felt like she's been our leader, and she's planned everything, and she's just been a part of us. She was part of our family. She was never separate. So we made you something that you would never forget us. But we love you, Georgia, and we hope you... No, that was a serious statement. That wasn't a funny statement.
it is impossible for me to express to each one of you individually how much you have come to mean in my life. And I told you when I gave my testimony 2 weeks ago that this had been a very special group. And I mentioned that on the tape when that was shown last night. And I don't know if you realize how special you have been to me, but this is the 5th group that I've had the privilege of directing since I've been here. And this is the most special group that I've had. And I'm not saying that because of this gift that you gave me or anything else. I'm saying that because you have been sensitive to each other. You've been a very loving, supportive community. And I've seen Christ in you as a group. And that's a compliment from me to you. I think that's going to go a long way in making you good missionaries. Also, one of the things that I shared with you when you first came about missionary expectations is that we expected you to learn to relate cross-culturally. And through your experience this morning on the stage with your pig culture, and Angie was a great leader of the Baconites, we have come to see a change in you as you've been here. You've been able to give up some of those cultural things that you were clinging to as you came to MLC, and I've seen changed lives here. And I've seen you prepare to be more effective missionaries, and I'm really grateful to God that He's allowed me to be influential in that. As you go overseas, we will be praying for you, we will remember you, and we want you to take something with you to remember your experience here. This is the group photo. I'm going to present these to you as you leave, and as you go out the door, then BJ will also give you a copy of the address list that you'll need to keep up with everyone. As I looked at this picture, it came back yesterday, and I looked at each one of you and I thought, oh, there's Kathy, and there's Kay, and back on the back row is Ray. And I will remember you, and I will remember to pray for you as I look at this picture. And sometimes I won't answer your correspondence as quickly as you might want to get a response from me. But if you write to me, I will write back to you. And I'd like each of you to put us on your mailing list for your newsletters. And individual letters I will respond to. Sometimes newsletters if they have a long note at the bottom, handwritten. But we do want to keep up with your missionary career, and we look forward to you being here again in 3.5 or 4 years for our furlough debriefing time. We can use that word today. We look forward to hearing good things about you all. As you go into your language experiences, we are excited for you because you'll be learning so many new things. And I appreciate your cooperation as a group and your dedication to learning while you've been here. Thank you. Ralph and Sherry. Will and Angie Bacon. Ronnie and Lisa Barron. Kay Brown.
Get back. You walking on those stairs, John?
Single seat, John.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, what's him doing?
Come on, Fran.
What's him doing?
John. Oh, you walking in.
Let's put him in his baby bed. Let's go put him in his baby bed. Come on, let's go put him in.
Try it, John. Try it.
Yeah, take all the kids for their parents. Let's put him in his baby bed. Just put him in his baby bed. This is okay. This is your baby bed, Daddy. This is his baby bed.
John, show the giraffe. Show Mama giraffe. You can show the giraffe.
Where's your giraffe? Oh, you said your giraffe. John?
John said, ain't
Is that your giraffe?
Ain't gonna leave me at the John. No, yeah, he ain't gonna turn you loose. No, he ain't gonna turn that man loose.
Let's get a picture of Tyler and all of them.
Hey, John, we'll get over there. We'll get a picture.
Come on, Matthew. Come on. Can everybody come in? Chris? Yeah. And here's
Matthew.
Tyler, who Joshua John always did.
Stand over there and take a picture.
Come on.
Stand right here. Come on, stand right here. Come on, Matthew. Want to take a picture with John?
Come on, Kristen. Come on, Matthew.
Stand right here, Clay.
Yeah.
Come here, Tyler.
Stand by. You don't have to stand by. I don't need to be in here.
They just want to take a
Need to
picture.
be in here.
They just want to take a picture, Grant. Come here, Christopher. Want to take a picture? Take a picture. All right. There you go, Grant.
Now, all of them here.
Yeah. Come on, take a picture with John.
John again.
Look at that, John.
Yeah, get a picture with him.
John, take a picture.
Yeah, this is
We gonna get a picture. Smile, Christopher. Smile, man.
Yeah, you're showing them.
Smile, John. Smile. Smile.
Okay. Let's go see your other brother. Come on.
Matthew. Matthew.
Is John showing off?
That's
Is
you.
he showing off? Yes, he's showing off. Yes, he's showing off.
Yay!
Well, I see.
Yeah. Now I gotta do that.
Daddy, important. Daddy, important.
Mm-hmm.
Important. Let's go get Daddy. Let's go get Daddy. Yeah, let's get the stroller out. Y'all know who the stroller that is, don't you? Go next. Come on, John. John, go just get that. You don't have it.
Which one's it?
After tomorrow morning.
This is the lake at MLC, Missionary Learning Center in Rockville, Virginia. A Missionary Learning Center. This is the East Village. Right there's the MK School. Yeah. And the fountain. It may never be finished.
Hey, John.
Go say bye-bye to Captain here. Come on.
John, can you wave bye-bye?
Tell him bye-bye.
Tell Daddy bye-bye.
Tell him bye-bye.
Tell Daddy bye-bye.
Say no, I don't want to go Daddy go. Come on. Captain. Bye, friend.
Our quad was quad 14. Right there.